Welcome to the Freedom Series, because everything right now that's happening in your life is about freedom. So let's take a deep breath, my dear Shambra. And as you do, let's open the heart. How do you do that? You simply choose and allow. That heart wants to open up. Let's open up the heart today. Stop thinking so much. And as we're talking about it, let's open up the mind also. Yeah. You know, it's really not the mind that's the problem. You're the problem. Usually, yes, always, definitely. Well, you're the problem, and I say that very lovingly. You've got this thing called the mind. You're stuck in the mind. You're caught in the mind. But who put you there? Duh, not me. Yes, you did. It was a comfortable place. It was a closed down place. It was a limited place to allow you to have some interesting experiences on this planet, but now we're moving beyond that. So you can open up the mind also. Oh, that's even harder than opening up the heart. Harder, more difficult. Why? Because in a closed down mind, you can really control, limit your experiences. You can keep them in what's a comfortable distance to you. You can overly define your experiences and your interpretations of them. But when you open your mind, amazing things happen. Yes, amazing things happen. And there'll be a period of time where you feel you're going out of your mind, but you're not. You're just getting back you. So this indeed is the Freedom Series. Watch carefully, observe carefully yourself, everything around you for the next 3 months in particular, because this issue of freedom is facing everyone. Everyone. I mean everyone. It is a cosmic issue, you see. It's not just this thing here on earth, it's not just you. This is a cosmic issue. This is not just the end of an era for this planet or your solar system. It is the end of an era for all of creation. All around the cosmos, there is this awakening, you could say. There is this desire for freedom, and there's also an intense fear of freedom, an intense anxiety. Oh, and it's not just here on this planet. They're debating or arguing. They call it different subjects, but it's essentially about freedom. It's happening all over creation right now. When Spirit, the Eternal One, gifted you with your potential sovereignty, your unique I amness, said, go forth, discover yourself, discover the I am. You did. All of you did. Any souled being did. But they came to a point that still exists, a point that's still in its form of stuck energy because of stuck consciousness. Consciousness of all the angelic beings played and had fun and created cosmic angelic experiences. But at a certain point, this consciousness, your consciousness, the consciousness of your angelic families, of the Order of the Ark and everything else, suddenly stopped and said, the next step is freedom. Freedom from what? Well, essentially, freedom from spirit, freedom from home, freedom from God, freedom from the Eternal One. You see, as children of God, we all come to the point of even releasing that. Pushing some buttons. Some of you saying, but. How can I possibly have freedom from spirit? Am I not spirit? What happens when I accept my freedom from spirit, from the Godhead? Well, you suddenly accept the I amness and your own sovereignty, free and independent, something that spirit always wanted, always wanted. Spirit gave each of us the greatest gift of all, sovereignty, freedom, the I am that I am. Spirit wouldn't have it any other way, wouldn't just do it part way, wouldn't say, I'm going to let you exist, but I'm going to have limits on it. I'm going to let you exist, but you're always mine. You always came from me. No. Spirit, in this infinite compassion and love, said, I'm going to give you so much, Pete. I'm going to give you all. All. Even to the point where someday you have total freedom, even of me. We'll always be pals. I'll always know everything you ever did. I always love you. But at some point, even the freedom from me. That's the true sovereignty and the true discovery of the soul and the hardest step of all. Now, some would say it's blasphemy. Blasphemy. How can you walk away from spirit? How can you walk away from God? Well, let's define the difference. God, man-made creation. I've told you exactly what I feel about God. It's a man-made farce. Truly is. It's a lie. Oh, it's a huge lie. And it's been developed, modified, refined over the years. Books put out like they were really written by God. Not. Some inspired, yes, for their time. But this is a new time, a new era. Calder's telling me I'm treading on Sid ice. No, there's no ice. I'm walking on water. On this planet, the greatest thing happening right now as we leave the old energy era and enter into the new, it's truly about the era of freedom. Are humans ready to handle freedom? We don't know. You don't know. Are you ready to handle it?
Yes.
Doesn't matter to me. Truly, I'm glad, I'm happy, delighted, and all the rest of that you are. But with it comes freedom. With it comes taking responsibility. With it comes walking like a master and then being the master. Freedom is saying the only thoughts that are mine, the only consciousness that is mine is what I choose in this moment. Freedom is saying that my past lives are not mine. They were experiences of my soul. Freedom is saying that my family, my children, are not mine. I might have birthed them, I might have spent a fortune on them, but they are souled beings as well. Freedom is saying if you're in a situation, whether it's a job, a relationship, a religion, a cult, or or anything else that is not serving you, that you're going to release it. It's the easiest thing that you could ever do, or the most challenging. It's up to you. The real transition, the real end of the old world issue, there's one thing as it applies to you in your life. One very simple thing. It's that word, forgiveness. That's it, forgiveness. With that, my dear friends, all is well in all of creation.